Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Friday Night Football review for round 12 of the NRL Indigenous round. We saw two games of football tonight. We saw the Cowboys beat the Warriors in an absolute thriller, 29 points to 28 up there in Townsville. And we saw the West Tigers beat the Dragons at Bankwest Stadium tonight, 34 points to 18. If you guys are new to the channel around here, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also leave your thoughts on tonight's games in the comment section below as well. But let's get into the first game. And oh my God, what a game of football. The Cowboys and the Warriors. The Cowboys 29, the Warriors 28. What a cracking game of football. I'm still, my voice is a bit sore from the game because it was so intense in periods. But let's go through the game, man. The Warriors, they got off to a great start. They scored the first try of the game in the 3rd minute to Ewan Aiken. Conversion successful. Warriors 6-0 early on. And then in the 9th minute, Wade Egan with a high tackle and Reece Robson goes on report. Reece Robson has to go up for a HIA. I don't understand why Wade Egan wasn't sin bin. I know the rule is now if you get hit in the head, normally it's going to be a sin bin. There's no consistency with the hit to the head rule at the moment. So, Wade Egan gets on report, but Robson goes for a HIA. And then not long after that, in the 15th minute, a try to Kyle Felt, converted from Holmes. Cowboys and Warriors are tied up at 6-all. And then Murray Talangi scores over for the Cowboys in the 26th minute. Cowboys go into a 10-6 lead. Robson comes back on the field around the 27th minute mark. He passes the HIA. He's all good to go on. He comes back on the field. And then in the 31st minute, Jazz Tavaga, a bit of a brain explosion, a bit of a cheap shot there on Jake Clifford. He goes to the sin bin for it. I think it's the right decision. You can't be, doing those late cheap shots when the pass is already gone, Tavaga could have pulled out of it. I thought it was a bit stupid from him. So Tavaga goes to the sin bin. Cowboys still lead 10 points to 6. About 5 minutes later, 37th minute or so, Jake Clifford scores off his own little grubber kick. It's converted. Cowboys go out to a 16-6 lead. And then with about 1 minute before half time, Scott Drinkwater goes over and scores a try. Nice run from Robson. Cowboys at half time, 22 points to 6 lead. They're looking very good. They're in control of the game, and the Warriors look a bit slow there. They were a bit off their game in the first half, and then second half, I thought if the Cowboys score first, they probably go on to win the game. But the Warriors, they had to start fast in the second half, and they did just that. The first try in the second half went to Ewan Aiken there in the 44th minute. The Cowboys still led 22 points to 12. And then in the 50th minute, a try to Reece Walsh. It was an incredible try, a long-range try off an error from the Cowboys. A very good chase though from Lukey. He caught him as well, but Walsh got the ball down. Conversion successful. Cowboys 22-18. At this stage, I'm in damage control. I'm a bit nervous. And then in the 58th minute, don't even start me on this one, Tom Gilbert goes on report for a crusher tackle. I mean, if anything, I thought the Warriors player did it to himself. So, I thought it was a tough call there. Marcelo Montoya scores for the Warriors in the 62nd minute. 22-all at that stage. Conversion unsuccessful. And then this is where I start to absolutely lose it. 65th minute, Tom Gilbert has a head clash with Reece Walsh, and he goes on report for a head clash. Are you joking? And then Ben Basila goes over and scores for the Warriors. Warriors take the lead at 28-22. At this stage, I'm just ready to blame the referee. And I'm sitting there for the last bit of the game, about to explode. And then, unbelievable, in the 76th minute, the Hamiso W.I. Fido, the Hammer, runs down the field and scores an incredible try. It's a clutch try in the game. 28-all, scores a level. 78th minute, Cohen Hess drops the ball, and the referee says that Cohen Hess and the Cowboys were not allowed to challenge. You're not allowed to challenge a knock on. Okay, that didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And Chanel Harris-Tavita misses the field goal, but I'm telling you right now, if Chanel Harris-Tavita kicks that field goal and the Cowboys go on to lose by 1, there's controversy and we're all blowing up about why couldn't he challenge. But I'm not gonna let that slide. I thought that should have been challenged. That was ridiculous in my opinion. So Chanel Harris-Tavita misses a field goal from 15 out in front, which I just couldn't believe. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Cowboys get 7 tackles set. They get down the other end, and then a 39-meter field goal from Valentine Holmes kicks the field goal. I could not believe it. I was screaming on Instagram, going berserk. Cowboys lead 29-28. Warriors go short kickoff, and the Cowboys end up running downfield, and they call it back, and the Warriors challenge it, and the Cowboys end up getting the ball back. And at full time, the Cowboys win the game, 29 points to 28. The Cowboys are now 6-6. At this point of the season, they were 0-4 to start the end. They're now 6-6. It's incredible how a couple of wins against teams like Canberra can just turn your season around, and an unbelievable game of football. Full credit to the Warriors though. At halftime, they had every right to just throw the towel in and not come back, but full credit to them, man. They came back in the game, and the Cowboys get the win, 29 points to 28. It was an entertaining game of football, and it was an absolute thriller of a game. Talking about some of the good players in the game, so we'll go for the Warriors first. I thought Reece Walsh was great. I thought Ewan Aiken was great. I thought, who else? I thought Ben Murdoch myself off the bench was good. I thought Tohu Harris and Mercy played well. For the Cowboys, I thought Valentine Holmes and Kyle Felt were outstanding. I thought Scott Drinkwater and Jake Clifford had a really good game. Thomas Gilbert had a great game in the middle. Robson was good as well. Lukey off the bench was excellent. Cohen Hess had a good game as well. And Mitch Dunn was decent, but what a game of football. Some of the players I thought were poor from both sides. For the Warriors, I thought Harris-Tavita and Nick Rema were quite poor. I thought Jazz Tavaga was a complete idiot. I'm still not happy with him. I thought he was terrible. The Cowboys, bad players. I thought Shane Wright was a bit of a liability out there. Who else was there? I thought David Bowen was okay, but, he had a couple of bad defensive reads. But, Cowboys, man, they get the win, 29-28, entertaining game of football. And my top 3 players on ground for this game, I'm going to go number 3, I'm going to go with Reece Walsh. Number 2, I'm going to go with Kyle Felt. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Valentine Holmes. I thought he was excellent tonight, probably the best game he's played all year. I thought he was just outstanding. Now, let's go on to the next game that we just saw. Not much to really talk about here. Tigers over the Dragons, 34 points to 18. And the Tigers, man, they got off to a good start. The first try of the game in the 15th minute to James Roberts. Played on the wing tonight. He scores the first try. Tigers go out to a 6-0 lead. And then in the 25th minute, a try to David Nofaluma. Tigers 12-0. And then in the 29th minute, a try to the Tigers fullback, Dane Laurie. Tigers at halftime 18-0. They're looking very good. The Dragons, they just looked a bit slow around the ruck. I know they got a few players out, the likes of Dufty, Ravalawa, Lomax, Maguire, Josh Kerr. They had a lot of players out, so it is an excuse for them. They didn't have much quality out there tonight. They had players all over the shop. So half-time, Tigers in complete control at 18 points to 0. And the Dragons, they had to score first and second half, and they did that through Braden Muliami. It was a lucky try, but you take what you get these days. And 18-6 in favour of the Tigers, and then a try off a kick to Luke Garner. It was a nice little chip kick from Luke Brooks. Tigers lead 24 points to 6, and then a try to Tommy Talau, which pretty much put the Q in the rack. Tigers 28-6, and then the Dragons, they just decided to play some football there late in the game. A try to James Roberts. He gets his double, 34-6 Tigers. And then a try in the 65th minute to Ben Hunt, 34-12 Tigers. And then a try to Amon with about 9 minutes to go. And the Tigers end up getting the result, 34 points to 18. Now, look, I'll start with some of the Dragons players I thought had a go, I thought Jack Bird tried really hard out there tonight. He always has a go. I thought Gerard Bill tried very hard as well. He hasn't played a game for 2 years, so expect him to be a bit off. But I thought he tried very hard. I thought Corey Norman was really, really poor once again. He was shocking. I think it's time they bring Jaden Sullivan in there, or they move Bird to 5'8", because Corey Norman's been terrible for the Dragons. So I think it's time for him to get dropped. For the Tigers, though, some of their great players tonight. Dane Laurie was excellent. Adam Dewey was great. Nofaluma and Roberts were very good. Tommy Talau was great. I thought Moses Mbye did a good job at 5'8" once again. Jacob Little's creativity around the middle wasn't bad. And I thought Luke Garner, Thomas McKayla, and Joe Offering-Galli were also very good for the West Tigers. And, you know, Tigers are starting to get a few wins up there. They're trying to push for that top 8. They're probably going to have a 9th again. No one their luck. But the Dragons, they now fall out of the 8. They need to get a win next week over the Broncos. And obviously the big news that Jack DeBellin's all cleared to play. So that's a big in for the Dragons if he's fit enough to play next week. But Tigers, good win for them tonight. And we'll see if they can build off it going into next week as well. But guys, my top 3 players on ground for the Tigers and Dragons game tonight. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with Luke Garner. I thought he was great. Number 2, I'm going to go with James Roberts. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Dane Laurie. I thought he was outstanding. But guys, that's it for the Friday Night Football review. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts on tonight's games in the comment section below. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go the Cowboys!